Hello, I am Reverend Irene Smith, and I'd like to welcome you to Generationally Speaking. Here at the table, we come and we discuss life issues, no matter what they might be. As we sit at the table with each generation, we all learn, we all grow, we all are inspired.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Generationally Speaking. This is Reverend Irene Smith, Generationally Speaking, and I want to talk about Mother's Day. Mother's Day is one day in the year. Mother's Day has been celebrated for over at least 100 years. Mother's Day is our opportunity to thank our mothers for all that they've done in our lives. But can I tell you this? Mother's Day should be every day. And it's just not your biological mother. It's all those women who've taken the time to sow into your lives. Your aunts, um, your cousins, that are auntie, that are women, those women in the church who have been praying for you. Mother's Day includes all of those women who sown into your life. And so today we celebrate Mother's Day, but we celebrate women whose mothers have gone on to glory. And can I tell you, there's a lesson to be learned, not only for you, but for your children and for your grandchildren and for your nieces, as well as your nephews. Get the whole family. Let's gather and hear what these women have to teach us about the importance of having a mother.
Good morning. My name is Marcia Gray Walkup. It's nice to be here.
And what brought you out today?
So I was invited to come to this phenomenal celebration by my Aunt Irene, who's the host here. Uncle Melvin and my mom were siblings, so that's why I'm here. And Mother's Day is so special to me. My mother is no longer with us, so just any opportunity that I have to celebrate, women and people who've gone on and people who are here, I jump at the opportunity.
Why was your mother so special to you?
Oh my gosh, my mother was so special to me because she was a real person. She taught me so many things, like you have to be successful, work hard, be a caring person, be a giving person, don't ever give up, do those things and treat people like you would want them to be treated. And I think just a lot of the things that she instilled in me are actually what allows me to go every single day. She was a God-fearing woman, and now that she's gone, it's important for me just to continue to pave it forward with, kids. I mentor a lot, all the time, PhD, PharmDs, elementary school students. That's just my thing, and that's something that I've gotten from her because she would always have people around the house. She was always helping people, and that's something that I really, really appreciated that I have gotten from her. So yeah, we're living in some difficult times right now, and there are a lot of things going on outside of the home that, can only really be addressed and dealt with because of the love and the guidance that you've gotten from within your home. Again, treat people like you want to be treated. Come to a safe environment and have conversations that are concerning to you. Talk things through. Just make sure you're giving love and just don't take anything for granted. And I think it's really important, right now. And we live in a very divided world, and just to have a mother or family member or someone who really, really pulls you together and lets you know that it's okay. I think those are some of the things that really, really are true for me and have really, really, is a reason that you need to have a mother in a climate like this, I think, or some type of mother figure or a mentor type figure. It's really important.
Valencia Gardner Barnes.
And what brought you out today?
Well, this is a good day and a sad day because currently my mother is deceased. And it's been 8 years, but I still miss her. So I came out to be amongst other women instead of just sitting in the house. You know what I'm saying? So, and I enjoy Irene. I love her, and it's my grandchildren's other grandmother. So we do a lot of things together. And so I just came here to celebrate my mother.
I came here to celebrate your mother. Tell me why your mother is so important to you.
Because she's, whenever my mother always made me feel everything was going to be okay, no matter what I was going through, you know. Told you I was a crybaby.
But it's good to cry, especially during this day.
No matter what I was going through, my mother always told me, she always said everything's going to be all right. And any advice that she had given me, it always worked out. Not one time did it not work out. So that's what I miss, talking to my mother. I miss her giving me, her sharing knowledge with me, and just always encouraging me and making me feel that I can do anything, no matter what. So I truly, truly miss my mother. My opinion that it's important because you need someone who has more experience and knowledge than you do, you know, to guide you. So that's why it's important to have a mother figure in your life. That's my opinion.
Your final thoughts.
And but it also has to be someone who's caring, God-fearing, and loving, not just anyone. You know what I'm saying? Because that can go either way, negative or positive. So it's always good to have a positive mother, someone that you respect, and someone who has good character. That's very important. God is good and he's real. God is real. Even though we don't see him, we often feel him, but God is real. And he can take you through anything and he can bring you through anything.
My name is Gloria Wilson Harris. What brought me here today was knowing Reverend Irene Ford Smith since the 1990. And it was an invite, you know, it was so gracious of her to invite all the ladies here who have lost a mother. You know, we have a commonality, and it was because of Reverend Smith's love and grace that I'm here today. To me, Mother's Day is twofold. It's in honor of my mom, who went on to glory in 2001, who I wouldn't be who I am today without the sacrifices she made, along with my father, made. And it also means to me, me being a mom, you know, and knowing the impact that I made on my daughter's life and the love that I have for her and she has for me, and every day how much she tells me how much she appreciates me and what I have done and still do for her. So Mother's Day to me is twofold. It's in honor of my mother and it's honor of me being a mom too.
That's powerful. So, what did your mother mean to you?
Well, you know, when you're young, you really don't understand the restrictions that are put on you, which you know, she was I grew up in a very religious household, but my mom gave us some liberties, but some lines you just didn't cross. And I didn't appreciate that until I got to be an adult, that what she kept us from, what she prayed for us every day. My mom would get up with a prayer. You can hear her all over the house. Even though her door is closed, she's on her knees. She prayed every day for her children. And those prayers are still keeping us to this day. So my mother just had a deep love for us, and she just wanted us to live right and to live better than she, you know, she wanted us to be educated because she wasn't afforded the opportunity. She just wanted us to be better. And I tell you, the sacrifices she made, I know for me, is why I'm up here today. You know, I came up here in 1976 with the FBI, and my mother and father, you know, they helped me to get up here. You know, they provided everything for me. I would not have been where I am today had I not they allowed me to make the move to come up here. So it's because of their love and that my mom's love that I'm here today. I'm here today and I've accomplished so much. Having a mother as a mentor to me has meant having someone to guide you, especially a mother who's in the Word and a mother who's living right. You know, she just shows you so many examples, you know, of how a lady, even a son, should live, and through encouragement and just being there, you know, helping to provide and, you know, even with the meals, you know, I don't know how my mother cooked. It was 8 children and 10 with my father and her, and I don't know how she did all that cooking. And I don't ever remember not having a decent, a hot meal. I mean, it's just amazing. And to this day, it's like I'm doing what she did. So it's like I learned through example, and it's very important when you have a loving, a good mom who loves their children. I mean, it's a lifetime lesson. And then from that, she poured into me. I'm doing the same for my daughter. And I would not have had that, those examples had she not done it for me. I wouldn't have been the mother I am today. You know, and coming up, it was like I said, you just don't understand why all these restrictions when you see other people, oh, they can do this and they can do that. But when you get old and you have your own children, then you understand why she did the things she has done. And to this day, my daughter, she's 32 now, and she would tell me, Mama, thank you so much for saying no. Those times I wanted to do something. She said, because I look at the kids who were told yes, and she said, I'm just so thankful that you said no so many times. So that's what having a mother means to me. I just wish everybody a happy Mother's Day, whether your mother is here or gone. And even if you've lost a child, you're still considered a mother. And I just wish that everyone just have a very blessed and a happy Mother's Day. That's it.
Wow, that was amazing.
My name is Patricia Jacobs. I was invited by my cousin Kim Leonard. I was here last year and I enjoyed it, so I came back, and I did lose my mother, so it was great last year, and I came back and suggested my sister come with me, so she's here with me. Mother's Day means to me, I guess it's a gift from God because I am a mother of 4. And I do honor and treasure that. So it's exciting. I mean, it's just a wonderful time. Mothers are the greatest human beings, I believe, so that God created. So my mother was a great woman. First, she was a woman of God. She taught me, I was brought up in the church. And my mother, she was a loving and caring mother. She had a good heart. Should I stop? She had a good heart. And she was all about family and love, and that impact rained down on me to be the same for my children. Anything I do for my children is because of what I learned from my mother. Oh God, the importance of that, you have to first have a godly mother, or that's not going to work. You have to have one that's loving, you have to have one that's caring, you have to have one that's concerned about her children and their futures, and just all around be concerned, about their children. Because some aren't these days, and that's where we're falling short.
My given name is Elise. My nickname is Cookie. When my mother brought me home from the hospital, my siblings were all much older than me. And they were angry with my mother when they found out that she named me Elise. Nobody liked that. And my sister said I looked like a cookie. She said, we're going to call her Cookie because she looked like a cookie.
That just stuck with you.
And it stuck with me since I was 2 days old. My friendship with Reverend Smith and being able to fellowship with the ladies is always a pleasure, and it's always a beautiful experience.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So what did your mother mean to you?
Oh, she meant everything. She was, if I could be a third of what the woman she was, whew, I would be phenomenal. She was so intelligent and resourceful, and she was everything.
What makes you say that?
Because she always knew what was going on. She could tell you stuff that you would think that she would know, and she had it hard because she was raised by her grandmother because her mother died when she was 3. I pray that every mother alive worships God and teaches their children about God so they can have a better life?
I am Karen. I received an invite from my cousin Kimberly to come out and celebrate, the love we have, for each other and those of us who, have lost our mothers. Mother's Day is very special to me. It's Mother's Day every day for me, okay? You're very, nurturing, very giving. There isn't a day that doesn't go by where, I'm not checking up on my 3 sons and just, wanting to know, how you're doing, you're having a great day. As a mother, I believe you're gonna always wanna, stay in touch with your children. So that's the nurturing part of me. I lost my mom 5 years ago. Love her dearly, miss her dearly. My mom, she's given me everything. She showed that love. So I pretty much mirror what she, showed me. What she showed me, I show for my 3 sons. And so, no matter what age you and your children are, you still have to stay in touch with them, make sure they're doing okay, give guidance if they need guidance. And but it's wonderful being a mom. I'm very special, being very blessed by having 3 sons who do a great job, showing appreciation for me, taking care of me for all I have done for them. So it's just such a blessing and wonderful being a mom.
What did your mother mean to you?
My mom, she means everything to me. Like I was saying before, I miss her dearly. I wish she was here. My mom was not only my mom, but she was my best friend. I mean, we laughed together, almost every day. We're on the phone having a conversation with one another. We shop together, and I miss that now. My mom, she's a very loving and giving person, a Christian. She makes sure, she was the glue that held the family together. She was always checking to make sure everyone is, we're doing okay, if they needed anything. She was that person, she was that mom. If you was missing something, she was right there to give. So, yeah, and she instilled that in me, love. And that's how I am with my children, because, the way that my mom was with me. Very giving, very compassionate, loving. And I was blessed to have, such a wonderful mom. It's important for the young ladies to have that mother role model, so they can too instill some of those family values. I think sometimes we get away from family values where, mothers become friends, with their daughters and don't have those hard conversations, on treating yourself with respect. And so sometimes, we have to have hard conversations, on, what it looks like, to be a mom. You have to model that role to be a mom. Yeah, you have to model that role. You have to set an example, what a great mom looks like. For those who mothers are still living, continue loving your mom, being there for your mom. Make sure your mom is okay. Make sure your mom is going to their regular, doctor's appointments, routine doctor's appointment. So that's one thing that I wish I would have stayed more on top of my mom, making sure that I, knew what was really going on, with her health. I knew some things, but I probably should have been there more and say, hey, Mom, we going to the doctors, whether you want to go or not. Because sometimes us moms, we can be, stubborn and like, no, I'll wait on it. I'll take care of it. But no, Mom, we going right now to the doctors and make sure you're okay. Take care of your mom, love your mom, give to your mom, be in your mom's life. That's what I had to say. Be in your mom's life. Be all up in your mom's life.
My name is Deborah.
Deborah. Nice,
Yes.
Deborah.
Thank you.
So which brought you here today?
This is my second time. I came last year, and Pat, I think it's Pat and Karen's cousin who wanted a host of this. And I thought it would be good therapy first of all, because losing your mom is a tough thing to go through. But and I had a good time. It was you laugh, you cried, you laugh, you cried, and that was a beautiful thing. And it was healing. It was a part of good healing. But that's it. Yeah, I think it's good that people get together and fellowship for certain causes. I think that's a beautiful thing. So, celebration of motherhood. It's just a celebration of somebody to acknowledge that you did something right, in life. Because that's the best thing you could ever do is be a mom. You can't top that. That's the best job in the world. And yeah, to get together and celebrate each other or celebrate the moment. It's just, I think Mother's Day is a good thing, but being a mom is even better. Oh, it's absolutely important. It's like on the top of the list. You need that. You need that nurturer, but you also need that person to advise you and give you that, the encouragement. I'm gonna hug you, I'm gonna love on you, but now it's like, let's go. We gotta go. Get it together, and we're gonna work through this. You can't just sit in it. You gotta work through it. And I mean, a father, it's good to have a girl to have a father because he teaches her how a man should love her or give her that example. But a mother give you so much more, I think. I might be biased, but I think we give.
Which you should be.
All right, that's all right. But yeah, I just think we give more than 100% into our children. And my daughter the other day posted something and said that even though she's an adult, she knows her mom is still there. And she, I'm still, even if I can, I'm going to find a way to help you if it's something you're going through. I'm going to find a way to get in there and get you through it. So, and that shows strength. That shows, okay, I still love you. You're an adult, but I still got you, So, it's important.
My name is Diana Spears.
Ms. Spears, what brought you here today?
Reverend Smith invited me to this event, so I'm glad to be here. It's such a beautiful day, and I'm glad I was invited. Yeah.
What does Mother's Day mean to you?
My mother has passed, but it brings back all the memories that she has taught me. So she taught us love, and that's instilled in me. And then I have one son, so I did a pretty good job, my husband and I, teaching him how to be a man and to give him, love. And so now he's married and has a child. So, it's like, even though it's the mother's instinct, but I'm glad that, I'm proud to be a mom. It's one of my greatest gifts of being a mom. And even though my mother's been deceased for many years, but I still think about her so often and think about the things that she has instilled in me that when I think I'm going astray, I remember, what mom would do, so being, that brings good joy to my heart. She meant everything to me. She got sick later on in life, so she never got to see, she saw my son, but she had dementia. But growing up, she kept us in church, and, instilled God in us, and she just meant the world to me. She was just such a great, awesome mom, and I took on some of the traits of, trying to be a good mom to my son. And to my siblings are older than me, but I have a lot of nieces and nephews, so they'll call me auntie or mom because I try to give that motherly love. I'm glad that I grew up to be a grown lady before my mother passed, and that I could take care of her when she got sick because she took care of me. So I was glad that I was able to give back some of the things that she had given me in life.
Stella Henderson.
And what brought you here, Miss Henderson?
My play daughter, Kim.
Did she tell you what the event was about?
Well, I came last year, and last year was such a great time. People were asking if they were going to do it again this year, but they didn't say. So when I got my invitation, I eagerly responded that I would be here. I don't think we should have one day But it's just a day of recognizing our mother, aunts, grandmothers, whoever had an important role in our lives. It's a day that we shower them with love and affection, but it's a daily thing, but it's just one special day where they get a big glob of it. I guess growing up, I didn't really understand my mom or really appreciate her till I got older to understand her wisdom and knowledge and really appreciate her. And understand her sense of humor because I lost my mom in 2017. And I guess people expect you to be sad or something. But my mother was hysterical. So my brother and I just find things that remind us of her little, I don't want to say crazy things, or we'd be sitting someplace and she said, "Oh God, Cox Army coming." And you would start looking around like, but Cox Army meant all of a sudden we got all this traffic. Or she had this joke where she'll say, she walked like jelly. And I'm like, then she said, because jam don't shake. And I'm like, and she'd be saying it out loud. And I'm like, you can't say that. Little things like that instead of grief, we just had humor to keep us going. Strange you asked that because when I look at today and our young people, I just think they don't have a foundation. And maybe that's an old way of thinking, but I saw this young girl yesterday. Well, I'm thinking she's a young girl. And she had a little tube top. All this is out, and the pants down some. And I'm like, so what are you leaving to the imagination to get this guy's attention? He's seeing everything you got. So what do you leave? And I just think if they had more, not just the girls, but the men too, young boys, if they had more guidance in their lives, they'd be better.